Mmm. Mmm. Oh, that's good coffee. Damn, I make good coffee. Anyway, it's Saturday, November 4th. It is day 97 of my 90-day challenge. And we're going to find out what's going on. I just woke up. I have not looked at the charts other than this one right here. And oh my gosh, Bitcoin's still up above 7,000. And most of us thought it was would have pulled back by now. But let's find out what's going on. Plus, let's find out how many people have joined Coinbase in the last day. Start the music. Let's do it. Man, I tell you, I just look forward to this moment every single day. Like to make my coffee, come in here and go, what happened while I was asleep? I don't know. I just like it. I really like it. And I thank you guys for watching and hanging out with me a little bit. And man, it's just so much has happened since July 31st, which is when I started this challenge. And the things I've learned, the mistakes I've made, it's fascinating. It's fascinating after all this, how little Bitcoin I actually have. But on the next big pullback, baby, something else is going to happen. We'll see. Let's look at the Bitcoin price. I Googled it, 71.53 as of a few moments ago. Bitcoin jumps to 400 in one day. It soars to a new record high. We knew that a day ago. That's old news. Bitcoin press sets new record high. Blah, blah, blah. Tops 200 billion. Blah, blah, blah. One day ago. But this is the one that caught my attention. Bitcoin exchange Coinbase adds 100,000 users in 24 hours. That, my friend, is interesting. Surging interest in crypto. And to me, that's why I'm here, people. I'm not a technical person. I am a student of the human mind, and I'm a student of human psychology, social, anthropological, whatever. I want to find out what's going on, and I want to be able to experience it firsthand, and that's the beauty of our digital world, I'm waking up. Our digital world. So, 11.9 million users in 32 countries on Coinbase. Okay, the Stampede. We have a bunch of also interesting things. The launch of Bitcoin futures by CME, which stands for Chicago Mercantile Exchange, or the Merc, is expected to bring a deluge of institutional money into Bitcoin. Individual investors seem to be stampeding towards Bitcoin exchanges, trying to get their hands on Bitcoins before institutional investors take it out of reach or make it out of reach. That's so true. I mean, that's what I'm like. I wasn't even buying Bitcoin because I was like, oh, I'm not going to chase it and I'll get it when it comes back. But there's more and more, it's almost serious FOMO. But it actually might not be unreasonable. It's like, I mean, it will retrace at some point, but it's hard to believe it at the moment. It feels like this is that tipping point when all of a sudden, everybody's got to have that iPhone. Everybody's got to have that next iPhone. Everybody's got to have the next iPhone or whatever. It's a surge. It is a surge, a stampede, and I think eventually it's going to it will translate to the altcoins. I hope. I hope it translates to the altcoins because anyway, handling the surge with hundreds of thousands of new users, the demand and price of Bitcoin is expected to eventually explode. Eventually, like, okay. It's estimated that currently less than 0.5% of the global population is invested in crypto space. So the upside is still huge. That's why if it's a bubble, it's the biggest bubble that we've ever experienced. Evidently, a flash crash caused by a large order on Coinbase's GDAC exchange resulted in Ethereum's price dropping to 10 cents for a short period of time, triggering stop-loss orders. With an increasing number of users, it's not just Bitcoin, which is running full blocks and has a scalability problem. Bitcoin exchanges have to scale up too. Interesting. So, people, I still think it's coming back to the support line, but I don't know when. And so I'm continuing to just buy because you know what? I wouldn't say, I would not chase this high other than the fact that the evidence is mounting that $7,000 Bitcoin is going to be like $2,000 Bitcoin is now. You know what I mean? It's just going to be, it's hard to imagine it being at 2,000. It's hard to imagine it being at 1,000. That seems so cheap now. But at the time, those prices seemed really high. And it seemed, we didn't know how sustainable those prices were. So anyway, on the 1 hour chart, we have some consolidation around the 793 point here. So we're building some support right in here. So I would say that's an actual support and resistance line. Resistance becomes support. So anyway, let's see what's going on with Bitcoin Cash. That's the 1 hour chart. Remember, I got to get back to the 1 day chart. I think Bitcoin Cash is going to topple, but it seems like it's the only alt that has been really moving, and of course I don't have any. So, but that's one of the things of our mind. You're not going to make the right decision in every market every time, right? And that's why people long for something that's simple, like a Ponzi scheme, that they can just put their money in and get a return every day. There's the fear of losing it all, but we have that gambler's mind as well. So for me, I've got to work on my own limiting beliefs and go, you know what? It's going to work out. Bitcoin will come back. I will get back in, and it will work out the way my long-term plan is going, because I think they're all going up, right? I think we're going to see Dash. I think we're going to see Ethereum. I think we're going to see all of these coins really rock and roll, because eventually, Bitcoin will go so high so fast that people are going to go like, where else can I put my money where I can get a similar return? Or how can I diversify? I don't know. Those are just my musings. Again, I'm just learning along with you guys and just sharing the journey. Let's look at Dash real quick on the 1 hour, just see if there seems to be some movement here, but it's all mixed. It's all up and downy. It's whatever. And Dash is a really good project, and it's getting better, and it has solved a lot of the problems of Bitcoin. But the people in the world don't care about Bitcoin's usability, transaction times, or fees. They want someplace to put their money where it will grow. I've said it before, I'll just keep saying it. That's what the world wants. What Wall Street wants and what the big investors want, I don't know. They want to just make money like they always do. However, it's our turn. It's your turn and my turn to actually have a vehicle that we can invest in that can grow. And I think this is the true revolution that's happening. And anyway, that's why I'm excited to wake up every day and do this. EOS. I've got a little EOS. Come on, little EOS. That's good. Let's crank it up. And EOS is, way ahead of the release of the project. Still an Ethereum token. But it went really, really low. I still think it's a good price, even at $1.21. Ethereum. Staying in its little channel. And I still think think Ethereum's going to go at some point. I was listening to some Richard Hart interviews yesterday, and he's really adamant that Ethereum is has a lot of problems. But you know what? Bitcoin has a lot of problems, and it's cranking. So I think a lot of the big two have some serious scalability problems, but they're working on them. They are working on them, and they're not instant fixes. And then we have a bunch of the other cryptos coming along that are fixing it. Like EOS is essentially going to do what Ethereum does, but do it so much better and so much faster. But again, EOS is still on the Ethereum blockchain. It's not its own thing yet. That's the thing to remember. And we look at some of these prices and go, oh, I wish I'd gotten in early. Well, people, this is early. This is early. So don't get all like freaked out about it. Just like breathe, relax, and just be patient. Set yourself up so that if any of the big ones move, you're in a good position and there's limited downside. I mean, Ethereum is only at 300, right? So if it goes to zero, it's not quite the same as if Bitcoin went to zero. Do you know what I mean? And Bitcoin's not going to go to zero, but I'm just trying to find an example, and I'm literally just waking up. Okay, still doing his thing. Quick look at Litecoin. Ooh, we had a little dip below my line in Litecoin. But that was 3 days ago already. Okay, why didn't I notice that yesterday? And again, Litecoin, higher bottoms, same price. I don't know how it does it. Neo, let's look at Neo. Neo had a dip. Now, Neo used to be Ant shares, and that is no longer on the Ethereum deal, and it supposedly also is the Chinese Ethereum. But China banned ICOs, right? So that's a question. Whatever. So, whatever. I don't know much about Neo. I've just been learning about it a little bit as I go. Okay, and this is Omise Go. I got some of that too. And that's also coming up. Monero. I honestly don't know what to tell you about Monero. It's the secret crypto that supposedly is really private. And I'll publicly state I have one of them. I don't have their wallet. I'm not trying to hide it. But I just see it just hanging on that narrow trading range. And the thing is, whenever you see these trading ranges, to me, that's... Ethereum's kind of doing this as well, but it's hard to tell. I wouldn't necessarily call this a trading. It does seem to be angled down. Let's angle it down. The bottoms are kind of staying the same, but the tops are getting somewhat lower. That doesn't look so good. Someone would say that's probably bearish, but no one knows, people. That's the beauty of this. There's no expert that can tell you that this is the way it's going to be, because nobody knows. That's why you have to know what works for you. And the whole idea is to have some kind of a plan so that if it goes up, down, or sideways, you have something that, I expected that. Okay, So when Bitcoin makes a retracement, let's go back to Bitcoin. Although I didn't check Civic, so whoops. The one thing I don't check usually always moves. Oh, okay, Civic just hanging there. Okay, good. So when Bitcoin comes back to 6,000, right, the news will all start saying, Bitcoin crashes. Oh, it couldn't maintain it. Do you know what I mean? Right now they're going, oh, it'll probably go to 10,000. And I think it will go to 10,000. And I think it will go to 10,000 probably by the end of December or before the end of December. But it's not going to go from here to 10,000 unless something so unprecedented happens, right? That blows us all away. Because those of us who have been watching it, I've been really deep into Bitcoin since February. I remember when I first wanted to get some, it was 900. And by the time I got my Coinbase account open, it was 1,200. It was just like, it just took me a little while to get all the details handled with the Coinbase thing. But at every point along the way, let's see if I can get February in here. Yeah, it was in the $900 range. And then it went to 12, and then it came back, right? Then it had this lovely long run here, and it went to 2,400 and came back down to 19. Then it went to 3,000 and back to 2,000, and then all the way down to 18 again. Then we went up. I took profits. This was July 19th or so. That's when I sold my Bitcoin, because I thought it could go way down from here, and I've just gotten a second chance to take my profits. I had a full frickin' Bitcoin. And I sold it, and I started doing, and this was where the hard fork happened, right around here. Is there a different thing that I can do a circle with this thing? Oh, I'll do an arrow. Whoa. So right around here was the hard fork, and that's when I got into the Ponzi's, because Bitcoin wasn't doing much, and I was impatient, right? And I started investing in the Ponzi's, and then Bitcoin went up. And it went up. And then it came back. It went up. And then we had a big comeback with the China thing. So look at it. We're kind of due for at least this kind of a comeback, right? But who knows? So that's just me thinking. That's just me. That's what I do. Sometimes I'll just stare at the chart. Sometimes I'll put the chart on a 1 minute, and I'll just look at it. Just look at it. Look at it go. So anyway, that's the charts for today, people. That's what I'm into. Quick look over at World Coin Index. Let's hit refresh just in case. There was a lot of green there. That's why I hit refresh. Okay, so we have a lot of red here. I often see profit taking on Fridays. I don't know. There were like 5 weeks in a row when things boosted during the week and then went down on Fridays. But these patterns don't seem to hold steady. So you just have to have a plan. And for me, my plan is every single day I'm going to buy $20 of Bitcoin on Coinbase. That's it. And I'm going to start taking my profits into Bitcoin. So here's what I'm thinking right now, okay? So when the altcoins move, because I got a good chunk of Litecoin, I got a decent chunk of Ethereum, I got Quantum, I got Civic, I got Omise Go, and those are kind of my longer term things, and we'll see if there is an inverse relationship if and when Bitcoin does have a retracement or a correction. It'd be interesting to see if the alts move. Because if that's true, then the alts will be a good hedge, right? And it will be good to be in all of it. I forget the guy's name, but I saw an interview with a guy who's a billionaire guy and a billionaire guy. Sorry, guys, it's really early. If you want facts and charts, go to Crypto Investor. He's right on top of it. I'm a whole different thing. I'm a freeform guy. Okay, so there's this guy, billionaire investor. Is it Novitsky or Nowowski or something like that? But he was basically saying, the CNBC interviewer was saying, so what are you investing in? He's like, everything. You have to kind of invest in everything because you don't know what's going to really go, right? And the thing is, there are so many of these that are going to be swept along in the Bitcoin flood. It's just a matter of time. That's my take on it. That's my opinion. This is all my opinion. Please do not take this as investment advice, blah, 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 all that stuff. Okay, you're on your own. However, we're all on our own, but we can do it as a community. We can help each other. We can encourage each other. We can practice sound money investing and management ourselves. We don't need a broker. We don't need your specialist at the bank. No, sorry. This is up to us, right? It's up to us to do our research, to find out what's going on, to listen, to pay attention to what is going on. And right now, the rest of the world is waking up to Bitcoin. And you and I have woken up to Bitcoin and several of the higher quality altcoin projects this morning. So that's it. And I want to just shout out to you guys. I got a couple of new subscribers. Thank you guys so much. If you do like this, I'm here every day except Sunday morning, and I'm going to keep going. This is a 90-day challenge that is now about a week longer than 90 days, and I'm just going to keep cranking on it. And I've got a lot of other projects I'm working on that I'm having trouble getting to. And I promised you for 2 days this cool video, and let's see if I can actually get it together and keep my promise. I made a short little fun thing for you guys, and maybe I'll release that tomorrow, or I'll try to get it done today. We'll see. I got a lot of other stuff I'm trying to do, so I'm going to get started with my day. Hope you guys have a great day, and enjoy the fact that we are here in the midst of something fabulously new, something that has a 9-year history of being tested. And it ain't perfect yet, but it's still working, right? Bitcoin is working for what we want it to do. And, I was like, I drank the Kool-Aid as far as thinking that it was something that was usable as a currency. It's not yet. It's really right now digital gold. It's a store of value. It is the hedge for the world for our coming economic calamity, right? And a lot can happen in the next day, next week, next month. So I don't know. Stay tuned, hang in, and let me know what you're thinking about. Let me know what questions you have. Let me know if there's anything you want me to kind of do some research on or talk about or explore, or if there's anything I'm totally missing that you think I should know about. Give me a holler. Leave a comment below. And again, give me those thumbs up, subscribe if you like it, and I'll see you the next time, all right? Have a great weekend. Get outside, get outside in the fresh air if you can. Get away from your computer. That's what I'm going to do. All right? Peace, Screaminess, over and out. Start the music.